today we will learn about quartile deviation. Quartile deviation gives the average amount by which the two quartiles, I hope you remember what quartiles are. So before moving on to quartile deviation, you have to first learn what quartiles are. Okay, so two quartiles differ from the median. Now quartile deviation or QD, that is how you denote quartile deviation, is an absolute measure of dispersion. Now there is a relative measure for dispersion, and that is known as coefficient of quartile deviation, which is denoted as coefficient of QD, and that is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2 divided by Q3 plus Q1 divided by 2. And the formula for quartile deviation QD, which is an absolute measure, the formula is Q3 minus Q1 by 2. Now we will straight away move on to the computation or the problems of a quartile deviation in the individual series. Now we are given the problem that to find out the quartile deviation and its coefficient from the following data. Now we are given certain roll numbers and marks over here. Now let's see how to find out quartile deviation and coefficient of deviation. Quartile deviation. Now you first of all, the first thing that you have to do is you have to arrange the marks in an ascending order. Then you have to find out Q1. Q1, I hope you know, which is the first quartile. What is the first quartile? It is the value corresponding or responding to the n plus 1 by fourth ordered observation. Now in this case we have n is equal to 7. There are 7 observations over here. So how will you find Q1? Q1 is equal to 7 plus 1 by 4 is equal to the second item. The second item over here is 15. So Q1 is 15. Now you have to find out Q3. What is Q3? The value of 3 by 4 into n plus 1th ordered observation in that particular data. Now here, as you know, your n is 7. You substitute the value of 7 in this formula, you will get what? The sixth item. So in the observations, just check which is your sixth item, that is 40. So Q3 is equal to what? 40. Now what is quartile deviation? Quartile deviation is equal to what? Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2, which is equal to 12.5. Now you are asked to find out the coefficient of quartile deviation. How to find out the coefficient of quartile deviation? You have your formula, just substitute your Q3 and Q1 and then you will get 0.4555. Okay, so that was the solution for this problem. Now let's move on to another problem. Now here you have to calculate what coefficient of quartile deviation from the following data, and let's see, and that too in a discrete series, and you are given marks and the number of students who have acquired these marks. So that means you have the frequency with you. So let's see how you can come to a conclusion or find the solution for this problem. Now that you have marks over here, you arrange that marks in an ascending order, 10, 20, 30, etc. Write down the corresponding frequencies of that mark. Then you find the cumulative frequency. Fine. So you have made a table over here. Now what you have to do is Q1 is equal to the value of n plus 1 by 4th or ordered observation. In this case, find out the total n. How will you find out the total n? You should add up all the numbers in the frequency and you will get what? 43. So 43 plus 1 by 4, which is the 11th item. Now just check which is the 11th item. For that you have to check what the cumulative frequency. Now this is 11, so corresponding to 11 you have 20. That means your Q1 is 20. Next you have to find out Q3. Now what is Q3? The value of Q3 is given by 3 into n plus 1 by 4th ordered observation. Substitute the value of 43 in this formula, you will get 33th item. Now what is your 33th item? It is somewhere close to 34, right? So corresponding to 34, what do you have over there? 40. So write down 40. So that is your Q3. And now it is easy to calculate what? QD and your coefficient of QD. Now since you are asked to find out the coefficient of QD, what can you do? What will you do? Just substitute the values of Q3 and Q1 in your formula and then you will get the answer as 0.333. Next, you have to find out the computation of QD in case of continuous series when you are provided with classes. So let's have a look at the problem. Now you are asked to find out QD and coefficient of the quartile deviation. Wages are given over here, less than 35, 35 to 37, 38 to 40, 41 to 43, and above 43. Number of wage earners, like less than 35 people earn an amount of less than 35 is 14, and the category in the number of people that earn from 35 to 37 is 62, and so on. So let's see how we will find a solution for this. Now you have to create a neat table over here, write down the classes, then the frequency, find out the cumulative frequency. So from the cumulative frequency you will get what? Your capital N. Okay, now you have to find out Q3 and Q1. So this is a continuous situation, so your value or the size, how will you calculate the size? Instead of n plus 1 by 4, you have to find out n by 4th ordered observation. So here 200 is your total number or capital N. So what is the value? 50th value. Now just find out where the 50th value lies. Yes, 50, the number, it is very much close to what? 76. So the value lies between somewhere between 35 and 37. So Q1 lies in the class 35 and 37. So Q1 is equal to, the formula is this, n by 4 minus cumulative frequency divided by f into I, where I is 2, f is the corresponding frequency of that particular class, that is 62, capital L is the lower limit, that is 35, n by 4, I hope you know what is n by 4 by now, it is 50. Cumulative frequency is what? The cumulative frequency of the preceding class, that is 14, multiplied by 2, you will get 36.16. This is Q1. Now you have to find out Q3. So the value corresponding to Q3 is given as 3 by 4 into nth ordered observation. In this case it is 150th item. Now Q3 lies in the class interval what? 38 to 40. Q3 is equal to this formula. Now that is equal to, what is your L over here? The lower limit is 38, then 3 into n by 4 is 150 minus cumulative frequency. Just go and check the table. What is the cumulative frequency? 76. That is of the preceding class. Then what is your frequency of that class? By 99 into 2, you will get 39.49. Now what was asked to find out? QD, right? Substitute the value in the formula, you will get 1.67. Also you were asked to find out the coefficient of QD. Substitute the value again, you will get 0.044. So this is how you calculate the quartile deviation in different scenarios. Thank you.